Good morning. It's that time. It's that time again. I'm coming to you live. This is Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. Here with another pre-market PulseScan report for you. If you have not already done so, let's see here. Wait a minute. I got an error coming up. Hold on. All right, I'll deal with that later. All right, so we're doing this live, folks. We're doing it live. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit that like button. Also, you're going to want to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell icon so that you can be kept abreast of when new content is posted. Blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. You know what it is. All right. Without further ado, let's jump right into this. We got some things we need to talk about, so let's not delay. All right, first things first. This is what's going on in the world today, and things that have happened in the overnight, and some things that you can expect as we go about the day. All right, so this is our heads up section. All right, the worst is yet to come. Global stocks plummet as fears mount of a coronavirus pandemic. Markets have finally woken up to the threats being presented by COVID-19. Michael Every, a senior Asia Pacific strategist at Rabo Research, said in a morning note. 5 things to know about Disney CEO Bob Chapek. Bob Iger's surprise successor, the veteran executive who took family vacations to Walt Disney World as a child, spearheaded key changes in Disney's consumer products and parks division. The rest of the world is simply not ready for COVID-19 pandemic, according to a WHO envoy who just returned from China. Folks, this is a rapidly escalating epidemic in different places that we've got to tackle super fast to prevent a pandemic. Dr. Bruce Isleworth said. I probably tore up the last name, but we'll just call him Dr. Bruce. Donald Trump and Narendra Modi hopes, talks lead to phase 1 of U.S.-India trade deal. The 2 world leaders have agreed to promptly conclude ongoing trade talks in pursuit of an initial agreement. PG&E plans to raise up to $25.7 billion by selling securities. The power producer is restructuring amid bankruptcy proceedings and trying to bounce back after its equipment in California was blamed for the deadly wildfires. Wow. Starbucks will launch a Beyond Meat plant-based breakfast sandwich in Canada. The world's biggest coffee chain is set to offer an imitation meat product for the first time. Stocks have dropped. European equities dropped with Germany's DAX down 1%, Britain's FTSE 100 down 0.7%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 down 0.9%. Asian indexes closed in the red with China's Shanghai Composite down 0.8%, Hong Kong's Hang Seng down 0.7%, and Japan's Nikkei down 0.8%. U.S. stocks are set to open lower. Futures underlining the Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ slid between 0.1 and 0.3%. Earnings season rolls on. Lowe's and Marriott are among the highlights. Some interesting data is slated for release. Look out for mortgage applications and new home sales. I know ticker XHB, which is the Home Builders ETF, should be an interesting watch today. Faux show. All right, here's the big one. Hong Kong embraces helicopter money. Government gives every adult citizen 10,000. Wow, that's incredible. and that equals to about $1,300 per person in U.S. money. Hong Kong's Financial Secretary Paul Chang-mo Po is set to unveil a HK 120 billion relief deal, which includes helicopter money, giving every Hong Kong permanent resident over the age of 18 a cash handout to reportedly ease the burden on individuals and companies. Chan has been under intense pressure from lawmakers to dose out a heavier aid to help the city ride out the economic slump battered by the coronavirus epidemic and months of anti-government protests, sparked by the now withdrawn extradition bill. Hong Kong is suffering an unprecedented slump in consumption, with retail sales having collapsed. Incredible. All right, let's see. Sun Hung Kai Properties, which is among Hong Kong's largest mall owners, said on Wednesday it would reduce February's rent by up to 50% for most of its tenants in an effort to stabilize the economy and protect employment. Earlier this month, KPMG urged the Hong Kong government to unleash the helicopter money. KPMG went on to propose a series of short and long-term spending measures, including giving out the helicopter money, and they call it electronic consumption vouchers, to permanent residents 18 and older to promote spending at local businesses, tax relief measures for local businesses such as deferred payments and partial waivers of provisional tax, extending rent subsidies for Hong Kong Science Park, Cyberport, and other public institutions for 6 to 12 months, support to working parents as well as allowance on rental expenses for residents, boost Hong Kong's long-term competitiveness by adopting bolder tax incentives and lower rates to attract overseas business. The reserves are meant to prepare Hong Kong for rainy days, and we should use it timely and wisely to weather the storm we are in now. Wow. This is real, folks. But at least they're trying to do something about it. At least they're not just letting it dangle. They're not just letting people fend for themselves or what have you. They're reaching out a helping hand. They're trying to help people. All right. So that's a good thing. That's what you should do. You're supposed to help your neighbor, right? People are supposed to look out for one another. But this is just really interesting. I have to say. Now, I've been covering this every day. We've been talking about this ad infinitum, and today is no different. I want to show you something, though, and then we're going to take a look at a few things here. All right, so first thing I want to tell you is, according to the PulseWaves this morning, here are our notable crash alerts. We're going to start there first. The following have notable crash alerts for the day, and that is the Bitcoin futures composite, GDXJ, the gold miners, SIL, the global silver miners, gold futures, silver futures, GDX, GLD, all part of the gold family, JNUG and Nugget, SLV, UGLD and USLV, BBH, which is the biotech ETF, IYR, which is the US real estate ETF, the most famous one. Also TAN, which is the solar ETF, and UNG, which is the nat gas ETF. All right. TAN and UNG are kind of on the fence. We think what's going to happen is we could end up either seeing a narrow range inside day, or we could see like an engulfing candle at the end of the day on both of those when you take out prior days highs and lows. And then, excuse me, try to settle somewhere in between. So those are the notable crash alerts that we're looking out for today, as per the report that went out yesterday evening. All right, the following have notable rally alerts, all right, that went out yesterday evening. Australian dollar, the emerging markets ETF EEM and EWJ. Those have rally alerts. JDST, inverse gold miners ETF. Microsoft. Let's see here. Corn futures. DGLD, DSLV, Dust, SPPP, which is the Sprott Physical Platinum ETF. FXE, which is the Euro currency ETF equivalent. British Pound Sterling, and UDN, which is the inverse ETF for the US dollar index. Those are your notable rally alerts for the day. Things are looking rather interesting today, I must say. So if you're looking for something to buy today, you're going to want to take a really close look at your PulseWave price trigger reports. Watch out for the intraday price inflection points and have at it. But whatever you do, please don't forget to place your stops. All right, stops must be placed. You cannot go out here gunslinging, because if you do, you will most likely get your head taken clean off of your body, having your scalp pulled all the way back to the white meat. We don't want that. All right, let's take a look at the overnight markets right quickie. See what we're working with. All right, so this is how things are shaping up. We got the Dow up 97 points at 27,214. We got the NASDAQ 100 futures up 58 points at 89.12 half. We got the E-mini S&P 500 up 13.25 points at 31.45 We got the Russell futures up 8.8 points at 15.8070. We got Bitcoin futures down $270 at 9,050. We hit an overnight low of 8,985, folks, breaking that 90. I told you that 90 was coming. I told you that 90 was in play. All right. I told you days ago to look out for that. All right. This is that key support zone for the Bitcoin. You don't want to see a close below 9,000. All right. That's not a good thing. Testing this level successfully means closing above it, not closing below it. All right. Excuse me. Nat gas is up a penny at $1.86. Crude oil is down 42 cents at $49.47 a barrel. We are in the 40 handle, just like I told you we were going. I think the market wants to go a little bit deeper, though, so we'll be watching this one. The long bond is down 22.30 seconds at 166 even. We broke into the 165 handle earlier. This morning we hit 165.18. Gold futures are escalating the sell-off into the downside. We are down $12.80 at 1637.40. Gold futures are off 29 cents at $17.97. Could not hold $18. What is up with silver and $18? It can't hold $18, man. What is? Come on. You got to get it together, silver. You got to close above 18. Okay, so a dip is not too bad of a thing, but you can't close below it. You can't do it. Come on, silver. Get it together. I want to trade you. All right? I want to ride those waves, but you're not giving me any waves. You're giving me curves. Why is silver curving me right now? I thought we was peoples. I thought we was tight. You're not giving me. I can't work. You're not giving me anything to work with. I can't work with this, silver. Get it together. Good grief. US dollar index right now is up 17 pips at 99.14. All right, it did dip below the 99 handle. It went to 98.91. And so we're looking to see what this is going to do too. This one could be interesting as well. It's interesting how we're maintaining this strong dollar policy. I still think, dollar wants to break that par. 3 times is a charm. We done tested twice. Got to break through it at some point, right? Euro is off 9 pips at 108.85. Pound sterling is off 61 pips at 129.46. And the Aussie is off 27 pips at 65.75. Beans are up a point at 8.89 and a quarter. And your corn is down a quarter at 3.76 and a quarter. All right, searching now for possible two-bar Charlie setups. And so far, I am not seeing it. We're getting close on some of these, but no cigar yet. Still scanning. Still scanning. And I'm still scanning. There's nothing coming up. Nope. We got a few almosts, but nah. I got nothing. No possible two-bar Charlies. All right, let's move on. All right, good morning, everybody. I forgot to say that. Good morning, John and Mick and Joe and Rob. What up, peoples? Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. All right, it's time to move on now to something else. What was I going to do? I was going to show you something. I can't remember. Don't you hate when that happens, when you have something right in the forefront of your frontal lobe, and then it just goes poof, bye-bye, see you later. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys just one thing, though. I just don't see that technical bounce yet because the market failed on Turnaround Tuesday. What market fails to turn around on Turnaround Tuesday? It doesn't make any sense, does it? So we're going to see. And we have no alerts. But the good thing is we have our price trigger reports. Price trigger reports let us know exactly what we can expect intraday with or without any type of special alert from the algorithms themselves. That's how I designed it to flow. So that if certain things take place and transpire, boom, we're right there on it. I'm going to say this, though. According to the algo charts right now, the market would need to, if it was going to turn today or put in the bottom today, it would have to be a ferocious rally in order to do that because we've lost so much ground. I just don't see that happening, folks. I've only seen the Dow rally 1,200 points once. Only once. Now, we've seen it fall 1,200 points, but I've only seen it rally up 1,200 points on the futures once in its lifetime. And I can't even remember the day that it did it. I just remember watching it with unbelief. And if my memory serves me right, it was around the holidays. I can't remember. I searched the charts and I can't find it. I know what I saw though. So anyway, this market would have to rally even more than that. And I just don't see that happening. So with that being said, any type of a technical bounce today would just be setting up for another leg down. Looking here at the overnight markets as well, I saw we had a continuation pattern again to the downside, and this was a big one. And then now we're getting, the technical turnaround reversal. So, and it's been significant. So today's bottom is only the beginning. If we do end in the green today, it's going to need to have a strong continuation tomorrow. Should I say even stronger rally tomorrow? So whatever rally we get today, if it's going to be a bottom and we're going to get that V-shaped recovery, it has to be an even stronger rally on Thursday. Is everybody following me? So that's what we're looking for in the markets right now. As far as all those news items and stuff we covered, nah. It ain't happening. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know why they're trying to panic the public, but right now, folks, we done been down there. We've been sounding the drums, beating the drums, and nothing has changed as far as I'm concerned. It's still everything I said in last night's end of day report. If you missed it, go back and check that. We've been going in on a daily with this. Right now, I am more so just focused on the charts. I'm focused on the charts. That's all I care about right now. I'm following the money. I'm watching the market. And that's pretty much it. I think we're just setting up for the next crossroads. That's what we are. We're at crossroads from a market perspective. Either we're going to stage that comeback, rally today, and then an even stronger rally tomorrow, or we rally today and then we crash tomorrow into Friday. It's just the way it's going, folks. All right. So with that being said, I don't have a lot more to say this morning. This is a quick one. I will say this, though. I do have something to say. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a note to myself right now. And I'm going to give you guys the game plan. So just hold on. Let me pull it up. I do have a game plan. I think it's just come back to me now. All right. So the shopping list hasn't panned out yet this week. So what I'm going to do, I'm augmenting my shopping list. I'm going to augment it. Okay, I'm looking to make a long play on the Australian dollar. And I'm looking to possibly make a play on the JDST. All right, I said possibly JDST. And I might make a play in the Sprott. Okay, so that's SPPP for the Sprott. And that's the Australian dollar on the forex. And I said JDST, right? So JDST. Now let's check JDST just to make sure. Let's see, where are we in the pre-market? Just give me a second. Let's see where we're at. I always like to see what's happening in the pre-market because it kind of gives you an idea of how hard the markets might move on the open, may or may not move on the open. All right, so it's up like a buck now. Wait a minute. Interesting. Okay, so no, it's not. It's not where I thought it was. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make those plays. That's what I'm looking at for today. I'm looking at those three right now. I was thinking also, let's see. I was looking at the emerging markets, but I don't know. I don't know on that one. That's not as strong. Believe it or not, the corn futures actually look like they may be ready to do a little something. So I'm going to write corn here. And I'm also looking at the DGLD. Believe it or not, over the DSLV. Let me just double check that one right now. Give me a second. DGLD. All right, so we might have something on the DGLD. Let me just look one more time. 23. Okay, so let's see. Yep, that's it. That's my shopping list for right now. That's the list right now. So on the equity side, I'm looking at the SPPP for the the palladium, JDST, and DGLD. Thinking about dipping the toes in on that one. Then on the forex, I'm thinking about the Aussie, and on the futures, I'm thinking about perhaps corn. So that's what I'm looking at just for today. All right. All right, so that's it. That's all I got for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my tickets in. I advise you to do the same if you're gonna ride any of these. I like to get my orders in before the opening bell even goes off. That's just my thing. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you guys back here in the end of day report. The rest of you I'll see in the trading room after I get these posted up. I will go ahead and post in the live trading room as well so that you can see what I'm working with. All right. With that being said, smash that like button, you guys. Run on over to PulseWaveTrading.com. Get yourself a 6-pack and get one for a buddy. You know you thirsty and you don't want to miss out on these opportunities. You can have, if you go ahead and run in there now to PulseWaveTrading.com, we can hurry up and get your reports set out to you so that by the first hour of trading between 9:30 and 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, right after 10:30 is when the real money comes in and starts moving the market and whatever trend is going to be for the day. So you got time to go ahead and get that 6-pack so you can get your reports in your hand, right there in your hand, so you can make moves. All right. With that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.